Good evening, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful day as we see improving conditions outside right now. But let's start down south with Idalia, which is now a tropical storm. It has been downgraded, will likely remain a tropical storm for the foreseeable future. Northeast movement at 21 miles per hour, sustained winds within the storm at 70 miles per hour. Has yet to go, looks like it's going to split the difference here between Charleston and Myrtle Beach, then heads just south of the Outer Banks out into the Atlantic. Sort of meanders around, not going to be very strong steering winds. So the storm is sort of at the mercy of the other weather features and players around it. And again, there's just not many of that. It could go directly over Bermuda as a tropical storm. Much too soon to say. As you can see, the cone of uncertainty gets much bigger by that time frame into next week. But it's not going to affect us here in the Northeast and southern New England in particular. Franklin is doing that, but indirectly, it is directly impacting Bermuda with some of the outer bands right now. They are getting rain and wind lashing them, winds still of 105 miles per hour. That is moving northeast. This is a great path for anybody, especially in the Canadian Maritimes, because a lot of times these storms come up and slam into them. This is just going to continue to weaken, although still giving some pretty nice winds here, 50 miles per hour as a post-tropical system heading into the weekend, but away from southern New England. Excellent news there, but we still do have the high surf advisory through the day tomorrow at the coast. Take a look at those rip currents. They are moderate for most. The outward-facing Cape will be featuring high rip currents tomorrow. You need to make sure to swim between the flags with a lifeguard that can see you, and be very, very careful if you are not an experienced swimmer. So there's Franklin right here. This is Idalia right here getting ready to emerge back out into the waters. East flow has already begun to kick those waves up for them, but we're getting just the outer swells that have moved all the way northward from Franklin over the last few days as it has continued to churn at a fairly slow pace. So right now we're looking at, again, 4 to 8 foot waves, some swells. I've heard from some folks down in the Port Judith area where a lot of surfers like to go. They've been seeing some 10, maybe 12 foot swells. So those are some scary waves right there. You got to be very, very careful this evening and into the day tomorrow. But good news, as we head in towards the weekend, the surf should reduce nicely. Good news because we have some nice beach days planned for the Labor Day weekend holiday. So there are the two storms. Franklin gets brushed up with that cold front. Sort of misses the train, does Idalia, so it's just kind of left to its own devices here to just kind of churn around, and the high pressure should continue to suppress it south as we get nice sunny skies in here for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Weak little cold front comes in late Saturday, maybe a few more clouds into the day on Sunday, and then we're back to the sun. And the warm-up then commences. 61 tonight here in Providence. Partly cloudy, breezy. The winds will start picking up behind this front. 10, 20 miles an hour out of the north. Lower humidity and much more comfortable air coming in as we head into tomorrow. 74, mostly sunny. Great day. We've got a supermoon tonight, folks, and it's not just any supermoon. It is a blue supermoon, and that doesn't happen very often. The next one coming up 2037. So enjoy it tonight with some pretty good viewing conditions. Beautiful 7-day forecast, if you ask me, and a little bit of something for everybody. You want that fall feel? You've got tomorrow, maybe into Friday morning. Then if you want, pretty comfortable temperatures, Saturday, Sunday. And if you want the warm summer stuff, you've got next week, Labor Day through Wednesday.